Bentley produces 3 different engines for its fleet, all with more than 500 horsepower. The 6-litre W12 shown here, a 4-litre V8 and the 6 3/4-litre V8. The latter ensures the right thrust in the Mulsanne and also the classic Bentley sound. As part of the VW Group, Bentley has to survive and claim a position for itself alongside the Phaeton, the Audi A8, Lamborghinis and Bugattis.
As Bentley, we have exceptionally high performance engines, but we are not a producer of supercars or ultimate sports cars. And so we find ourselves a very clear position against other cars, for example the Bugatti or other very much sporting cars, where they might have the absolute top limits of power and absolute top speed and performance that we do not have. So where we might be sitting at 600, maybe even more horsepower, and Bugatti might be up in the thousands, that's not a problem for us. We don't try to challenge the ultimate Lamborghini supercars, these type of cars. We're not in that market. We're in the market of having high performance and luxury together in one package.
There are other cars that also offer luxury, like a Phaeton or an Audi A8. Although they play a very important role in the upper premium segment and are flagships of their brands, they are not in competition with us as a luxury manufacturer.
In 1998, Rolls-Royce and Bentley with it was purchased by the Volkswagen Group. However, the right to use the Rolls-Royce name went to BMW, and since 2003, only Bentleys have been produced in Crewe.
Well, it was a sad thing to lose any great name to a foreign owner, and I'm afraid in Britain we've lost company after company like that. However, without Volkswagen intervening, then I doubt very much there would have been a Bentley mark today.
You can see from the figures what had to be done. In 2003, for example, when the Continental was launched, we sold only 1,000 cars, compared to 8,510 last year. So we had to invest in products, in fixtures and fittings. Here in Crewe, £500 million was invested.
Das war die Ankündigung damals, über 500 Millionen Pfund investiert. Bentley ist letztlich mit der Continental-Baureihe wieder bekannt.
Bentley has become well known again with the Continental series, and it was a good decision to stick to the name Bentley. What we were able to keep up from past years was certainly what we call craftsmanship here in England. That is, the ability to produce the materials for the interior in such a way that they represent a benchmark in the Volkswagen Group, and not only there, but worldwide.
Sondern ich glaube weltweit Benchmark bedeuten.
You should keep the strengths you have as far as possible. And that's exactly what we're trying to do, to combine the German virtues of precision, attention to detail, and the technology behind them with the expertise of English craftsmen.
Handwerkskunst englischer Spezialisten und englischer Handwerker.
At Bentley, they are particularly proud of their workmanship on the fine woods used in the interior. This can be clearly seen here, where part of the dashboard is being made.
Beim Mulsanne ist es so, dass das Fahrzeug sicher zum überwiegenden
The Mulsanne is mainly used as a chauffeur-driven vehicle. In China, for example, 80% of our customers sit in the back and are chauffeured.
Hinten mitfahren und sich chauffieren lassen. Wenn wir Continental
If we look at the two-door Continental GT, for example, or the GTC, then it's a different story. These are owner-driven cars.
Und der Flying Spur, unsere dritte Modellreihe, der liegt
The Flying Spur, our third series, is somewhere in the middle. Depending on the market, about 50% are chauffeured and the other 50% are owner-driven.
50% gefahren werden.
The Mulsanne is Bentley Motors' flagship. The entire vehicle is manufactured in the factory in Crewe, where 4,000 people are employed in the various departments. On average, Bentley estimates that each car will need nearly 400 hours to produce. Mulsannes with standard equipment start at around €350,000. The Continental series at 200 or 270,000, depending on the model. In comparison, a Rolls-Royce costs between €320,000 and €480,000. Bentley is currently sticking to combustion engines, but a hybrid is not out of the question.
We are strongly working on it. We haven't put any solid plans in yet. We have not made a commitment to when we will do that, but it's something we work on all the time. We look at a lot of different powertrain technologies all the time.
Ein reines Elektrofahrzeug.
I don't see a completely electric vehicle as an option for Bentley at present, because our current vehicles are a perfect combination of luxury and performance, together with a long mileage capacity, all of which are important to luxury segment customers. You couldn't achieve all that with an electric car at the moment.
Mit einem reinen Elektrofahrzeug ist das heute nicht darstellbar. Wir sind ganz sicher, dass der Platz
We're sure that the position we occupy today and the way our customers see us is exactly right for us.
Luxusfahrzeughersteller, dass wir genau dort richtig angesiedelt sind.
I'm extremely lucky that I get to drive these cars as well through certain events. So I'm extremely lucky, and to be perfectly honest, I would love to own one of these cars. They're lovely to drive. Maybe one day when I make my millions.
Es gibt immer mehr wohlhabende Menschen weltweit.
There are more and more wealthy people around the world, and that's why we're seeing growth. Our biggest market is North America, followed closely by China. After that comes a third large area, Europe, including the UK.
Europa zusammennimmt, ein dritter großer Bereich, ein großes sozusagen Europa.
And we're also seeing growth in the Middle East, which is another major market for us. We're seeing growing sales in Japan too. So Bentley's earning money worldwide, and that shows us that we're on the right track.
Und das in Summe zeigt uns, dass wir auf dem richtigen Weg sind.